Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Fresh off the morning workout, nice and sweaty here, but we still talking that boxing. Catching up on yesterday's post-fight recaps. We got Josh Taylor moving on to the semifinals of the WBSS with the defeat of Ryan Martin. This fight, if you listened to the WRT Boxing Show UK up in the Kingdom, we talked about that. But if you don't watch the hour segment of the morning with the show, hopefully you guys tune into that. It's something I'm trying to make consistent Monday through Friday, about 3 to 4 times a week, if not every day. It's a midnight show my time, 7 a.m. show UK time. I try and do my point of view, my outlook on the UK boxing scene from California. So if you're into that, want to give me a chance, help the show grow, just want to hear boxing talk because you love boxing talk, follow the show at Twitter at RRTB Show, at RRTB Show. I usually post up about a 15-20 minute heads up that I'm going to go live. And sooner or later, the morning show in the States are going to come. So trying to find the right time to do the morning show. And right now, my audience is low. It's about 3 to 5 people. So, hey, you start at the bottom. I can't get I'm not going to be an ostrich. I'm not going to put my head under the ground. Can't get that low, but it's a small audience. So I appreciate it if the audience does grow. Support. This is your show. I'm just a host. Now, enough of that banter. Josh Taylor did exactly what we discussed in the breakdown and prediction segment of the show. Ryan Martin needed to get Josh Taylor on the ropes. He needed to be in his chest and do a body attack because he couldn't outbox Taylor from in the middle of the ring. And we saw that yesterday. And the reason we discussed and what Mr.A picked that Josh Taylor was going to win was going to be because of his feet. Not because he was a better boxer. Not because he had a better body game. Not any power reason. I picked him to win because of his feet. And you saw it yesterday. Josh Taylor was able to just take he wasn't like a mover like an Aries 90 Lara, a Floyd, or just a mover, a nice mover. He wasn't like a Jessica Bop, He took proper steps, set angles, and Ryan Martin never had his feet set confidently enough to throw punches. Didn't know where the target was going to be. Taylor, like I said, if you're on the Twitter, I said it. He checked off 4 boxes. How can he lose this fight besides just not him stopping him? But defensively, he with his movement, his feinting from the feet feints, the body feints, the shoulder feints, he had Taylor had Martin just frozen, unsure, unconfident himself to throw the right punch, So he had that box check. Footwork, the step, and he had that fight. He had that box check. Martin's feet were constantly being resetted. No power on his punches. But the best thing I liked about Taylor, and I love fighters who do this, is the speed and power change up. The first couple rounds, Taylor was just putting hands on Martin, tapping him anywhere. Tap, 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 tap. Like 3 to 4 punch combination taps. But what he was doing, every time he'd go up and down with the body, like, straight, up and down. But he always, somewhere in that combination, say if all punches were about 3 to 5 on a power level, out of nowhere, a number 7 or 8 power shot to the body would come. And then, boom, boom, 3s and 5s and 6 up and down again throughout the round. Then boom, another 8 to the body. He kept mixing up beautiful combinations of speed and power variation. And the power shot was always at the body. And you saw in a round, I believe it was round 5 or maybe like the end of round 4, but definitely round 5, Taylor just cranked up the speed and power variation. It went from like 3s to 6s to like 6s to 9s. He just started cranking it up, more head, harder shots, more double up on the hooks. He wasn't no more trying to crack him open with the titty tat, 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 tat. Like I said, right now, the 2 best people I see at this the pity tat tat and opening it up. Even though he doesn't get enough credit for his power, is the Ukraine partners. Lomachenko, he does it great. And I think we all give him enough credit for his shots, especially his body attack. But Usyk is great at the speed and power changeup. I just don't think he gets enough credit for his power. But Josh Taylor, I think I might start putting him at number 3 in the speed and power changeup, because you want to see fighters just throw enough punches. Because even though, especially in those cases where it's a tough fight, and if someone's just letting hands go, they're going to get those points, like Usyk did against Gassif. Taylor was just picking Martin apart, getting points, and at the same time just breaking him down with hard-ass body shots. Like I said, when round 5 came along, those breakdown shots were actually becoming lethal shots. And in rounds, I believe it was round 7, I don't think it was a punch behind the head. He went like a nice, it was a left, I want to say a left hook to the body, then a left hook to the head. Boxers need to understand that back of the head is like the thing you can't see even when I turn my head. You know, this right here is not the back of the head. Behind the ear is not the back of the head. Especially when you're doing this in boxing. Taylor punched him right here. It's an equilibrium shot. It's not quite back of the head, but it's not off bound. Back of the head is back of the head. You know, the rabbit punch and shit. That's back of the head. So when Taylor hit him with that, I believe it was the left hook, he caught him right here. Right here, equilibrium. That's why it took him like a good second or two, and he stumbled back, and then he got cracked again. So, was it a dirty shot? No, I don't think it was a dirty shot. Was it a complete, clean, 100% legal blow? It wasn't dirty, but it wasn't your typical 100% on target face hit. Like I said, it's behind the ear, equilibrium type shot, but not behind the head. I don't believe so. Martin, he said he got hit behind the head, but he did it. To me, he didn't. It was just a beautiful boxing lesson by Josh Taylor. Like I said, Martin had no chance. His chance was to put Taylor on the ropes and let go of body attack. He couldn't go chest to chest in the middle of the ring. He didn't have the feet work to cut off and keep Taylor there. He didn't have the confidence in his own offensive output to throw punches with Taylor's movement. So Taylor did what he should have done. Since we all, as boxing fans, we're giving Taylor a great pass on his eyeball test. Even though he's doing it in the ring. Postal, damn, I can't believe I forgot that one dude. He was the first one to stop him, the Mexican dude. So it's Postal, that Mexican dude. He's beating Martin. You know, Martin's not quite accomplished anything. He's a nice blue chipper. Not to just throw names out there, but you know, that's a nice undefeated young prospects going at it. Postal, damn, what was that Mexican dude? It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't pronounce his name right now. But anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. Those two, Martin. And I want to say there's one more name out there for Taylor. I just can't think of it, but his last 4 fights have been up and climbing. Like I said, you can't fault him too much for the Martin. It's a tournament. It's a seeded bracket. So he got who he got. There's no way he can get the better names without taking the lower bracket first. Like I said, he got Baranchyk next. And you gotta remember, Baranchyk, say what you want to say. You can build it up however you want to build it up. But good boxing banter is, remember, Mikey Garcia dropped the IBF belt when he found out Ivan Baranchyk was his mandatory. Just saying. Yeah, hey, he won bigger money fights. I get it. But for good boxing banter, was that a duck? Was Baranchyk just too much of a beast, unnecessary risk? Garcia's dropping it for Comey. I get it. But hey, just for boxing banter, Taylor's next opponent, Baranchyk, was Garcia's mandatory when Garcia dropped that IBF belt. So, should be a good fight. Baranchyk Taylor, you got a fucking beast who just knows how to knock your head off in Baranchyk against the overall talented You know, if you're not going to put him in the top, it might be too early to say he's a top 5, you know, pound for pound fighter. Some people might argue that. Maybe a top 10, people might argue that. But he's definitely, if you're going to say a B class top 10, he should at least be in your top 5 B class top 10. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Thank you for tuning in again. There is the Double RT Boxing Show UK up in the kingdom. Follow the show at Twitter at RRTB Show. I post up a little noting, again, 15, 10, 20 minutes before I go live. And it's just a morning show, midnight my time in California, 7 a.m. in the UK. My point of view, my inputs, what I think of the UK boxing scene. I might not get it all on point because I am over here in California. I don't have the access to the UK fans. But again, it's the UK boxing scene perspective from my... You guys know what I'm saying. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to help the show grow. It is your show. I'm just the host. Mr. A says, appreciate your time. Thumbs up to you. Bring it on back. Support the show.